Rick
But
Ross
Fayetteville, there's a handful of those,
Does Rick Ross have a tattoo of Florida on his face now in between his eyebrows? You'll
I don't
see
know.
something in the video we show. But Rick Ross is upset because he had a second annual car show set to go in Georgia, but they denied the permit. I forget why. For County Planning and Zoning Commission denied the rapper's attempt to obtain a permit, saying that it was non-compliance with Fayette County zoning ordinance. Now, we're in the know, Eric. We know the government ain't nice in some areas. They might just not like Fayetteville, Louisiana, Fayetteville, Florida, Fayetteville, Georgia in this case. And in that case, I would say Richard Ross, Ricky Rose, go somewhere else and be like, look at all the stuff you missed out on. But Rick Ross is not saying that. He's saying he's going to run for mayor instead. So let's go ahead and play that.
It's such a beautiful day right here live from the promised land. Despite what you hear, it's going down June 3rd, the biggest car bike show of the year right here in the beautiful city of Fayetteville. And I love Fayetteville so much. Next year, I'm running for mayor. That's right. The boss Rick Ross running for mayor of Fayetteville. I see you all at the car show June 3rd. We're going to have a great time. I promise you that. Boss. What I want to ask is some young students that's in legal school. I want to ask y'all a few questions about politics. I want to know how many votes did it actually take to vote in the mayor of Fayetteville. I need to know that because we're going to become that. We're going to make that happen. We're going to have a good time. We're going to give some people opportunities. We're going to give some people raises. And of course, we're going to have to clean some people out because you got to see the vision. You got to see the opportunities. You got to see the financial gain in the business in this newer generation.
So, Eric, when Rick Ross says, I'm going to need all the law students in legal school, I think that's what he said. Let me check.
Something like that. Yeah. Like the students in legal school or something like that. It didn't really make sense. I do want to preface this by saying I like Rick Ross. Okay. Not because I don't know. There's just something about him that's funny to me. Maybe it's
the law students in legal school to ask me about tell me about politics for something I could literally just look up on the internet to find out how many votes there are. And let me tell you, Eric, somebody did tell, or perhaps Ricky Rose, the king of Miami, port of Miami, whatever other stuff he said back in 2006 when I heard his first album. Pretty good, not going to lie. But somebody told him how many votes it is, and it sounds to me like he can win. Let's see.
I mentioned I was going to run for mayor of Fayetteville. I asked someone to let me know how many votes it would take to win or the last.
See, is that a tattoo of Florida in his forehead?
Yeah, I think it is because we're looking at it in mirror image. So he's got the Louis Vuitton logo tattooed on his face is reversed, and the tattoo of Florida, I believe, is reversed. Yeah,
that's who you want as your mayor, though.
In Fayetteville, the mayor of Fayetteville received 893 votes, or 54.45% of the 1,640 votes cast. Let's repeat that. The mayor of Fayetteville received 893 votes, or 54.45% of the 1,640 votes. Now I need somebody to confirm that. Because when we're dealing with politics, we got to confirm everything we talking about. But if that's what it took, oh man, it's going to be a beautiful city.
All right, just for once, stop pretending. You're on the computer anyways. You always got your cell phone in your hand. So just take a quick moment, sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/uopod. You will not regret it. You're going to see us fly off the handle and say all the things that we can't say on YouTube, lest we be kicked off and shunned from society. So sign up to the Patreon. Appreciate it.
We gotta confirm that, though.
Yeah, okay.
He needs somebody to confirm that for him. Rick Ross, good mayor, bad mayor? Eric, I'll leave it up to you to decide.
Again, I like Rick Ross. He does have some good songs. Would I want him as mayor? Actually, you know what? I'm changing my mind in real time right now. Why not? Look, I don't know, and I think also Rick, if you're watching this, say the state name, right? I think there's a handful of Fayettevilles in the entire country. So say the state name. I guess they're talking about Georgia in this particular case. I don't know why you want a man with the state of Florida tattooed on his head to be a mayor in Georgia, but I'm not here to debate that. I think this, and I've said this before, so I'm going to go ahead and keep the same energy. This is no crazier than the criminals that we're dealing with now in government, in state, local, federal. I mean, all up and down the ladder, it's completely corrupt. And at least Rick Ross is, I don't think he's a billionaire, but he's a pretty well off dude. He's been making albums since we were in high school, basically. I mean, he's got a lot of music experience and a lot of money somehow. Now, do I really think he made all that money from music? I don't know. He's got some champagne and obviously these car shows and stuff. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is this is no crazier than the criminals that we're already dealing with. So why not? What do we have to lose at this particular point? And I would say the same thing about Afro Man running for president. I would say the same thing about Kanye West running for president, because I mean, right, this makes sense. If you even by the establishment hack shill loser narrative, we need to uplift black voices, right? So I don't know anything about Rosé's politics. I think he is friends with Forgiato Blow, which says something. At least he's not
Well,
at least
I
he's
don't know
not.
anymore.
Oh, I don't know. Is that?
They sort of deleted that the music video they had together, I think. How many
Oh,
places in America are called Fayetteville? 13 places. So yeah, he probably should. And to your point, Eric, this kind of goes to show you why people need to be involved in local politics. Because if Rick Ross could come in and get 1,000 votes to be the mayor of your town, then your town needs to pay more attention. And they probably will if he wins. But I'm pretty sure there's people in Brazil who have won, who are YouTubers who've won, political office. And what's to stop like Post Malone from winning a seat, becoming a mayor in like
he's
Texas or
based.
something?
He's based. I'd vote for Post. I think Post is
Thing
pretty
is
based.
they won't make as much money, and you have to have duties. I mean, I guess you could just do nothing and then get impeached immediately or get voted out immediately. But
Well, you can outsource that to some guys that you like. Like Post can just smoke his cigarettes and walk around.
and
Like,
that's how it becomes extremely corrupt, anyways. And then what's the point anymore?
Turn it up, Jordan.